count. But let's start where we should, and this is in Kasipul, Kabondo, where our very own Ben Kitili has been following and holding fort the whole day. Ben, good evening. Please bring us to speed with what we know so far. Has the votes started trickling? But most importantly, what have we witnessed throughout the day?
Zain, James, good evening from Kasipul here in Kasipul in the county of Homa Bay. The air is pregnant with political expectations, and the wait is finally over for the people of this constituency just months after the gangland-style assassination of the late former MP of this area, Charles Ongondo, where the people of Kasipul will be knowing in the next few hours who will be representing them in the August House for the next 2 or so years before the 2027 general election. Polls here in Kasipul across some 142 polling stations closed at 5 p.m. 4 hours ago, and vote counting and tallying started immediately. Remember, one of the biggest features we are seeing from this election here in Kasipul, and like we learn from across the 24 electoral units, is the voter turnout has been painfully slow, expected for by-elections, but also other factors which we shall be analyzing in due course. This Kasipul battle has been a momentous one. 10 candidates cleared by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, but political pundits gave us their crystal balls and they said it is 2 horses. That is ODM's Boyd Were and independent candidate Philip Aroko. And from the early results, very early I must say, that prediction is being seen from what numbers we're getting from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. This constituency has been held, this seat has been held in Parliament by the ODM party since its inception. And it is a very predominantly orange zone, orange county. And what is happening, although both candidates, the frontrunners, have an ODM background, the independent candidate is trying to, for once, break that monotony, that dominance by the ODM party, that is Philip Aroko. We shall be seeing how that plays out. This hall here at the Agoro Sare High School, the constituency tallying center, is already filling up. Political leaders, elected leaders, are making their way here to listen to the results being tallied by the IEBC. I have seen the governor of this county, Governor Gladys Nyasuna Wanga. She is here. She is the ODM national chairperson. So a lot of expectation on her, a lot of pressure on her. But I talked to the constituency returning officer, and she assured me that by midnight tonight, we shall be knowing which way the people of Kasipul have voted. A lot happened during the day, low voter turnout, some security challenges that we witnessed. We've talked to the security top brass and the IEBC officials. Let's listen in to what happened on voting day here in Kasipul. Now, all the 10 candidates that have been cleared by the electoral body to participate in this by-election did cast their ballots in their respective polling stations, but not without its fair share of drama. We did catch up with independent candidate Philip Aroko at the Kachieng Primary School, where he did cast his vote before making way and rounds across other polling stations across the various wards as a candidate to make sure he knew what was happening there.
Very constitution to walk around. So I will go around a bit to see what happens. Yeah.
A few minutes later at the Agoro Sare Primary School, just a few hundred meters away, just before the ODM party candidate Boyd Were was set to make his way there to cast his ballot, there was an altercation between associates of Boyd Were and Philip Aroko, where the Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament George Opondo Kaluma was attacked by so-called goons, where he was injured and allegedly his bodyguard lost his firearm.
It's not fair.
I am the observer for the ODM candidate, and you can see I'm duly designated. I've been attacked by Aroko with a team of goons. They have gone with a gun for my bodyguard.
Of Kasipul vote, and their vote will count. Let them elect the leader of their choice.
Voting day here in Kasipul was as well as in other parts of the electoral units that were undergoing by-elections, characterized by a very low voter turnout in what we could see, numbers that were confirmed by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. In most of the polling stations, the queues started steady before falling off, and by around midday, the polling clerks most of the time had nothing to do.
The voter turnout, as from what we've already received, the highest polling station has 50% and the lowest has 32%.
I think one, as the norm with by-election, and also two, this being known as, an area which is volatile per se. I think that has been our fear all along, that the voters will be scared of coming out to vote. There
were other sporadic incidents of insecurity reported across the constituency as voting went underway, with several people reported injured. The police have told us that they have made several arrests and impounded several vehicles that were allegedly used to transport those said goons. We have also talked to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission's officials here in Kasipul, and they've told us there was an incident where the goons tried to make away with election materials.
The goons disrupted the voting for a few minutes, and they were able to get ballot papers from the booklet. They plugged 15 in number, but they were not able to cast them into the ballot box. So they just plugged and left them there.
We were able to arrest some of the goons, whom we believe were among those who assaulted the area MP for Homa Bay Town. And during our operation, we were able to arrest a total of 23 suspects. That's in quotes goons, and able to confiscate about 15 vehicles and 2 motorcycles.
So a lot happened throughout the day across the 142 polling stations here in Kasipul, all culminating in where we are at the constituency tallying center, where the IEBC officials led by the constituency returning officer are already receiving preliminary results from those polling stations. I have some results here, perhaps for very early in the day, but numbers don't lie to give us an indication of how this could go. We have preliminary results from 6 polling stations, 6 out of the 142, so very early days. Like I said, Oyo Ishmael Omondi has 1 vote from those 6 centers. Ouma Robert Oko has 0. Ouma Jasmine Linda Oko, popularly known as Alindi Gen Z, has 0. Omondi Collins Okeo has 66 votes from 6 polling centers. Okelo Jesse Samson Owen has 2. Kotiende Sam Rateng Okoth has 0. Bior Robert Mani, popularly known as Mani Bior, has 12 votes from those 6 polling stations. Abok Isaac Kiche has 7 votes from those 6 polling stations. Then Aroko Philip Nashon, independent candidate, has 473 votes. Ongondo Boyd Were has 551 votes. This coming from only 6 out of the 142 polling stations. Very early days, but I have seen that the presiding officers are coming here thick and fast, and the voter turnout being at less than 40% from our projections. All indications are that we shall be knowing who the next member of parliament for Kasipul is in the next very few hours. We are on hand with my colleagues here in Kasipul to just bring you the very latest. Make sure you miss nothing. From here in Kasipul in the county of Homa Bay, I'll take you to the other momentous battle to my colleague Ibrahim Karanja in Mbeere North in the county of Embu. Ibrahim.